Raise your hand if you have the Language Arts Shakespeare up on your screen. Okay, we're ready to go. All right, just a little bit of background before I start the lesson. What we've done, you are in the 5th grade to begin with, and what we've done prior to this is we've started reading a book called Q for Treason. And Q for Treason is about 2 boys that live in northern England around the 16th century, and they run away from home because they're trying to escape persecution. They have protested something that one of the landowners has done, so they're running away from home, and they get hooked up with a theater group, a theater troupe that travels around the countryside of England. And eventually, they also get connected with William Shakespeare. So what we're doing today is kind of, as we're reading the book, we're going to be doing some activities along with the reading part of it. But today we're going to talk specifically about William Shakespeare and what kind of makes him uniquely Shakespeare. So anybody, tell me what you know about William Shakespeare. Yes, ma'am.
He wrote plays.
He did write plays. Anything else?
They talk funny.
They talk funny.
He wrote that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Did he write that movie? He has been around a very long time. Anything else that you know about Shakespeare?
They do Shakespeare in the Green and all that.
They do. And do you know what they did this year?
Macbeth.
All right, so that's a little bit about what we know about Shakespeare. If you scroll down your screen, you will see just some crazy random facts about a little bit about William. Apparently, he was born on April 23rd and he died on April 23rd. Boys and men, back in Shakespeare's time, all of the parts were played by men or boys. There were no women in those plays. They didn't have dictionaries then. A lot of people at that time believed in witches, so Macbeth was very disturbing to a lot of people at that time. Just a little soccer fact, there's the professional soccer league in England is called the Premiership, and they have one team called Tottenham, and Tottenham's nickname is the Hotspurs, and that team was named after a character in Shakespeare's play Henry IV. And William Shakespeare added apparently somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 words to the English language. And we're going to talk a little bit about that in a second. So what I'd like to do is give you, since someone said that Shakespeare talked funny, or that they talk funny in Shakespeare's plays, we're going to look at just a little snippet from the play Hamlet. Now this is a movie. This is a movie with Kenneth Branagh and Billy Crystal. And this is the grave digger scene. This is the next to the last thing in the play. And although Hamlet is a tragic play, in other words, lots of people die, lots of people fight, this is a tragic play. This particular scene is kind of the comic relief in the play before everyone in the play is killed. So this is a scene between the grave digger, who's Billy Crystal, and rhythm, and it's actually called the beat of the 16th century because they would use that kind of rhythm in their writings. All right, so going back to other things about the language that make it unique. Sometimes the words that Shakespeare used, the meaning that he had in the 16th century is different than the meaning we have today. Sometimes he used words that we don't have in our language anymore. They're words that have become obsolete. Order of words for Shakespeare was very, very key. We use the order subject, verb, object. So in other words, my dog ate my homework. Shakespeare scrambles that order and does object, subject, verb, which in this case would be my homework, my dog did eat. So that's one thing that makes it sound kind of odd. Shakespeare uses a lot of puns, plays on words. For instance, a pun would be, a bicycle can't stand alone because it's too tired. The play on words is the word tired being exhausted and tires on the bicycle. His puns are a little bit more difficult for us to understand because they refer to things that we're not real familiar with. He uses a lot of nonsense words. If he can't think of a word, he just makes one up. And insults. He uses made-up words, alliteration, where he used the same beginning syllable over and over, stinging put-downs, and it has hundreds and hundreds of insults in his plays. And last, he uses a lot of rhyme in his plays. So what I need for you to do is we are going to get into groups. And in order to do that, you need to find your group. So I'd like you to take the card that I've given you. There are 18 people, so there are 6 groups. Every group will have 3 people in it. What I need you to do is read the quotation that's on your card, and somewhere in the room are the other 2 people that complete your quotation. All right? So look at your quotation.
I found a Romeo and Juliet video.
You did. Would you turn your monitors off while we do this, please?
But Leonardo's so cute.
He is very cute. Go ahead and turn that off, and let's see if we can find your partners. All right? I am going to play some music while you're looking for your partner. When the music stops, if you found your group, go sit at some computers. If you have not, stay standing, and I will help you find your partner.
Can we watch the Romeo and Juliet?
You know what? Not today. Right now, we're going to find our partners. Maybe when you're at home. All right. Yes.
Can I go first?
We're all going to go together. All right. So walk around the village and find the other villagers. Oh, sorry. Keep moving. Keep moving. Maybe you have words that are the same. The villagers are clumped. Go to computers when you find your kid. Would you turn your monitors off? Awesome. Thank you all for stopping. Okay, I think we're about ready for our presentation part of it. Some of you got to the insults, and we'll go to that here and again in a second. Some of you really got into the insults. Someone over here, it was awesome. So if I would like to, or if someone would like to volunteer to be our first group to present your word and your presentation of your word, we'll let this group right here, group number 1, if you'll come right up here in front. And remember a couple of things. Shakespeare was renowned for making up words and using them within his plays, and that's what we're doing. We have taken a word that really doesn't have any meaning for us. We've made up what we want this word to be. They can say the word as much as you want, but they need to demonstrate what the meaning of the word is. Don't say the meaning of the word.
Do you want me to say what word we had?
You can say the word as much as you like.
Okay, well, our word was pick thing. So.
What do you guys pick things you want to do today?
What do you think we can do?
Well, we could smoke some meat.
We could go to the lake.
We could go crocodile hunting.
We could go make some jerky.
I think I want to smoke some meat.
All right. Let's do that too.
All right. That's it.
Well, you know the reason people in the South talk like that is because they were colonized by the British at one time. So thank you very much. I appreciated that homage to my roots. All right. So some guesses. What in the world does pick thank mean? Anybody? Yes.
Think carefully.
Think carefully. Are they on the money? Kind of close? Yes, TJ.
Think within, like, idea, or like think in order to choose something, or decide.
Oh,
Yeah.
closer. Anybody else? One more suggestion. I saw another hand a minute ago. All right. Yes.
Just to think casually or briefly about
Think casually or briefly.